Hey there, I'm Luke the Cookin camper. Zena the Glamper camper is hanging out inside. I just wanted to show you guys quickly how I put in some irrigation. So everything in the backyard oasis is irrigated. Even the cardone and prickly pear over there. So today I recently today I need to add irrigation to my new blueberry that I just recently planted. Some of the leaves have already gotten dried up and got crusty. I already waited too long. The leaves are crusty, but you can see there is new growth about to pop out, and these leaves are brand new. So I'll just take off the crusty leaves, and then I'm going to bring irrigation from that bubbler head right there, just right over here. So I've got my irrigation bucket, and the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of with my hands clear a little spot through the rocks. So you just need a path in the rocks that's deep enough to be able to hide the drip line or the irrigation line. I thought that this bubbler head would put off, or this mushroom bubbler, whatever it's called, I thought that it would put off enough water to reach over here, which the soil is a little bit moist, but just to be safe, this is not my first time attempting a blueberry in the same spot, so I want to make sure that it gets enough water. So that is the path I've just made. Now this is the main tool in this little setup. I just got to use this hole punch to punch a hole in this. I can't remember exactly what material it is. It feels like rubber. It's probably rubber. So right where that needle pokes through is where the line is going to go down to the blueberry. So you don't want to do it straight up and down. I guess you could, but then the tubing would have to come straight up to go down. So I'm just going to turn it like that. That tubing was a little bit hard, so I did have to use both hands. So now the other items I need is a straight coupler. You could use an angled one if you want, like a 90-degree angle. That would work in this situation. But I'm just going to stick this into that hole. Then on the other side, I'll stick our tubing. And then this is the irrigation head where the actual water comes out. And I will put this into the other end of this once it's down at the blueberry. So this is actually a super easy process. And I think that sometimes people will kind of get overwhelmed or will let themselves overthink it, and then they'll want to hire someone, which can cost a lot of money. Now, one nice thing about my hole punch is it has this holder right here. So you stick the coupler one end in there, and then you can once you hear that click, pull it out and you're in. So now you can see that this is coming, or is right directly attached to this water line. So now I'll get my tubing here. I like this brown. I do actually think it's a little bit softer, easier to work with than the black variety, but usually you'll see a black variety. Now, you just figure out how long you need to get to the blueberry. And then we're just going to pop this on. And now we are attached to water. So once I turn the irrigation on, not only will water still come out of this mushroom bubbler, but it will also come out of this head too. So now you just lay your tubing down. And put the rocks on top of it so it doesn't move. Now, I'm not saying that this is to code. I don't know if there are any specific rules about irrigation. I've read some stuff online that says that you need to like bury it underground, but this is just what I do, so take it or leave it, I guess. And then you just want certain plants, or I guess depending on the plant is where you'll decide to have the head like come out next to it, if that makes any sense. Like some plants you might want this to be farther away, but I don't really think that it matters. So I'm just going to pop it next to it. Close enough. And we'll get our rocks around there. Look at that. Took about 5 minutes. And now our little blueberry has irrigation. Now, one other thing I learned is actually super interesting. And I did learn this from Laura at Garden Answer. I don't know if you guys watch her videos, but she is like the queen of gardening. And in one video, I can't remember which one it was, but they talked about doing drip and making like full loops of drip. I don't know if that makes sense, but like if I'm terrible at explaining this, but if your irrigation is just like a straight line and then right here it just ends, in one of their videos they talked about instead of ending it right there, looping it back and reconnecting it so that it makes a loop. Now, I've tried that in multiple places in my garden, and it has greatly improved water flow. Right now, this bubbler head is actually coming from over here, I believe. I can't remember for sure, but so right now it's just a straight line, and then from there, now it goes down to that blueberry. So right now I have just a long, like, arm, and it just ends right there. So what I'm going to do to loop it back and to improve water flow is I'm gonna hook on somewhere right around where I put the new tubing, and I'm gonna loop it back up, and I'm actually going to hook it in to this little, if you want to call it an irrigation hub, which honestly, this is what gardening does to you. I can't really remember where this one goes, but I'll loop it in back there, and then it will improve the water flow in this whole area. I don't really know how it works, but like I said, they talked about it in one of their videos, and I tried it, and it did improve water flow. I tried it over here, and I tried it back in here too, I believe. But yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do next. Zena came out to see what we were doing. Zena, I am fixing the irrigation. So what I did, super simple, put a coupler, attach the tubing, and I just cut the tubing, and now I just got to put it on here. And then I just cover this up with rocks. And from my experience, doing this has really improved water flow in the spots where I am using this skinny irrigation tubing. And now you can't even see it. But one spot you can see it is, I wanted to show you guys. So this is Zena's little oasis right here. And I have a little pineapple canna garden and some rosemaries. So somewhere in here, there's like a main hub. And then I took irrigation back, did all these. But then over here, I added a mulberry tree and some more pineapples. So from this irrigation, from this main tube, it comes up. Then you can see it goes over here to these palms. But I don't know if you can see that T right there. That tubing goes up into Zena's oasis. Then right here, it goes up into Zena's oasis, and it comes this way to the pineapples inside. By the way, this pot has no bottom. I just wanted to raise up the mulberry tree just a little bit. And then the irrigation goes around and hooks back into where those cannas and the rest of the pineapples are. So it kind of looks like a mess. This one, I mean, none of this I covered up because you literally can't see it from anywhere in the yard unless you're back here, like on our very back wall, which I'm pretty sure only I have ever been back here. So that's why I didn't cover any of it up. But like I said, it has really improved the water flow through every place that I have used this system of just kind of webbing it all together. Well, thank you very much for watching this short little video. We do hope that it was informative for you if you are a home gardener, especially if you're a home gardener in Zone 9B in the middle of the desert, because you definitely have to irrigate. Well, if you liked this video, make sure to give us a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit that bell so that you see the next time me and Zena upload a new video. Get out and enjoy nature and food as much as we do. Have a great one.